Hi everyone, and welcome to week 3 of Compassion Camp. I hope you're all taking full advantage of all the things that we're offering through Compassion Camp. I'd like to highlight a couple of things for you that I think are just really spectacular. One is the yoga that Ann Lundeen is offering, and all these videos can be found on Facebook or YouTube. She does an amazing job leading us through yoga. And then the Stubbs family, they're all taking each of the scriptures throughout these 5 weeks of Compassion Camp, and they're recreating the story in a fun and unique way. And then, of course, Mondays, Mark and Mandy are reviewing the music that goes along with Compassion Camp. And so the songs associated with Compassion Camp are all upbeat and fun and just really easy to listen to. And then on Sunday mornings, we take that same music and add other elements to it to make it feel more like church worship music. So take advantage of taking a look at those at your own leisure. It doesn't have to be throughout the week. So as I said, this is week 3 of Compassion Camp. The first week we were learning about compassion at the table. The second week we were learning about compassion towards our neighbor. And this week we look at compassion for ourselves. So one of my favorite authors or in this area is Dr. Kristen Neff. So she writes about compassion. And specifically for this week, I've pulled out her work on self-compassion. And she would say that you need 3 elements for compassion. One is feeling moved by someone else's suffering, so your heart responds to their pain. It also means that you offer understanding and kindness. And that the last one is that when you can do all of that, you take all of the judgment out of how you perceive others, how you perceive yourself. And when we take out the judgment, then we realize that suffering, imperfection, and failure are all part of the human experience. And what she says is the 3 elements of compassion are we turn them upon ourselves so that we have self-compassion. And so that is the same. Then when we offer compassion to ourselves, we see that when we have suffering, we can respond. We know that when we are feeling frustrated or down or judgmental of ourselves, that we can turn on ourselves and offer understanding and kindness. And when we know how to offer compassion to others, then we know how to offer compassion to ourselves. Now, our scripture this week comes from the Gospel of Mark. It's a short reading. It's Mark 12, verses 28 through 31. So listen for the words in here. It's really Jesus responding to a question from a scribe, asking what is the greatest commandment. So listen as I read from the Gospel of Mark. One of the scribes came near and heard them disputing with one another, and seeing that he answered them well, he asked of Jesus, which commandment is the first of all? And Jesus answered, the first is, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart and with all of your soul and with all of your mind and with all of your strength. The second is, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than these. So you can see that this scripture in some ways mirrors the work of Dr. Kristen Neff. So Jesus is saying, you love others and you also love yourself, which corresponds to what Dr. Neff is saying when she says, if you can offer compassion to others, you can offer compassion to yourself. So friends, I hope that you are being self-compassionate during these unprecedented times, during times of loneliness and isolation, during times of an unknown future, and when things will get back to a new normal. I hope that the concept of self-compassion is one that you can incorporate into your day and into your week. We look forward to seeing you soon. Bye now.